Tonight, Smith County could be upgrading one of its jail facilities, and it could come from federal money. Today in Commissioners Court, the Sheriff's Office explained their plan to upgrade their low-risk jail to house more federal inmates. They hope the project would take pressure off of their main facility. KLTV7's J.D. Connie was there. He's got the plan and feedback they received.
This year, we're probably going to do about $1 million in federal inmate income. That's correct.
Inside the Smith County Jail, they average around 60 federal inmates at any given time. That includes inmates awaiting ICE pickup or those with other federal warrants.
If we upgrade the low-risk facility, we could actually house an additional 50 federal prisoners, which would be additional revenue for the county.
After today's approval from commissioners, the Sheriff's Office will be applying for a $6 million federal grant to upgrade the county's low-risk facility. They'd use the funds to make this a medium-risk jail, allowing for federal prisoners. Chief Deputy Gary Pinkerton says the county has received $750,000 in federal reimbursements this year.
The federal government attaches money to it, and now you get all these law enforcement sheriffs that want to get, and that's how you buy them in, reel them in with money without realizing the harms that it actually causes to our communities.
Delilah Reynoso is with the Texas Jail Project, an organization that advocates for people incarcerated in county jails. She spoke to the court about community concerns and long-term financial impact. Jail costs and inmate medical care have been one of Smith County's biggest budget items for several years.
We just had a budget meeting yesterday that was very clear that there wasn't much analysis of what the courthouse was going to cost us. And of course, this isn't as big of an impact, but I would like to see if we're awarded this. Some homework has been done to provide the court with a little bit of forecasting of the extra costs in the jail.
Pinkerton hopes upgrades to the 96 empty beds at the low-risk facility will help relieve costs at the downtown jail.
If they wind up in our jail, it's going to cost us, so trying to find ways to get reimbursed is smart, in my opinion.
J.D. Conti, KLTV7 News.
Today's vote was unanimous with the exception of Commissioner Ralph Caraway, who was